They all deleted, in other words.
All right. I think we're live now.
Are we?
I think so. I hope so.
Well, we're waiting for our technical
See that red?
guy.
Yeah.
Alvin, are we on?
Hang on.
What about on here?
Well, just talk
Yes,
to them.
we are on.
All
Hi,
right.
everybody.
So
So, hey, hi. I know it was a little crazy and a little weird, but it's our first episode of the Love and War show. There we go. Okay, there we go.
yeah, let me
Yeah.
turn.
Can you got a little prop up thing? Wait, hold on. I got a prop up thing. Hold on.
So, anyways, yeah, we apologize for all the cursing.
Oh, come on, you guys. I
was-
didn't curse.
That was Al the whole
Yeah,
time.
that was me. I used to be a sailor. I was in the Navy for 20 years.
Mhm.
What do you want?
Yeah,
All right.
Look at this, dude.
So we're finally working here.
What? Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
All right, say something.
Something.
Renee is watching. Jimbo. Hey guys. Okay, listen. We've been talking about doing this for a long time. It's called the Love and War Show, and we plan on talking about pretty much anything you guys want to. It'll be based around music. We're talking about the paranormal because I think those are things we are involved in, and we really would like to talk about what you guys would like to discuss every day with a few rules here. Not being ugly is one of them, because I'll slap you if you're ugly. And just be nice. We'll talk about things, and we will be respectful and not reach in front of other people like some people do.
Yeah, I'm just trying to help you out there, son.
Son.
Yeah.
Okay,
So-
Pops.
So, anyways, yeah, and we're just trying to get this thing right here. We have a delay in the feed, so that
Do we need the
I'm
lights?
wondering.
Do you need any
Do we need
lights?
the lights? We should have some
at this
disco
point-
lights at one point.
At this point, yeah.
Try them on, Al. Tell us, people at home. People at home.
Woo,
Whoa.
Jesus, turn that thing down,
Hey,
brother.
we might look good. Does it show our wrinkles?
Turn the dip. Keep going. No. Yeah. No.
All right, maybe mine.
What I'm talking about is the wheel. That
Yeah, well,
tells the.
I was doing that.
Okay.
He was
Keep
doing
going
it.
down.
Yeah,
Keep
someone
going
told
down.
me to
Keep
stop.
going down. Keep going down. Way down in percentage. Go
Wow,
down
look
to
at
like.
that.
There we go.
You're
See?
24.
All right. Go down a little bit more.
20.
All right.
So let's say hi to everybody that's coming in on here. Carl, what's up? Dwight, Renee, Brian, what's up? Son, Richard, Jimbo, everybody. Hey, look, as you come in, I have to manually scroll up and down to see what you guys are saying and what you guys want to talk about and stuff. But as we were saying before, we will talk about anything and everything you want to with a couple of rules. One of them is you be nice, and we talk about it respectfully. We deal with things when it comes down to the problems. And I don't care if you want to talk about, if you want to go down the news feed, we'll talk about whatever you want. But we're going to talk about things respectfully, and I want to hear what you guys have to say. Because in this day and age, there's a lot of craziness going on out there, and I think we need to have the ability to be able to talk about it and get some insight and realize that, how you feel sometimes that you're the only person on the planet that thinks the way you are. I don't really believe that. Say hello to Orange Skull. Can you see
Orange
Orange
skull.
Skull?
Yeah, that's pretty,
my cup.
Pretty freaking cool.
Isn't that cool? That's an
Mhm.
Orange Skull. Guess. Let me see what you guys think. What am I drinking? First person to guess what I'm drinking in the Orange Skull gets a date with Al.
Oh, me.
First question. All right, come on. Anybody?
Hey, Nikki. How's it going?
No guesses? All right.
We got Nikki from Buffalo on.
Hi, Nikki
My
from
friend,
Buffalo.
yeah, Nikki from Buffalo.
What's up? You actually have a friend from Buffalo?
I actually have a friend from. I actually have
I am so
about
impressed.
2 friends from Buffalo.
Mhm.
I have friends in Buffalo, too.
Wow. I have a friend that is a Buffalo. Hey?
All
Nice. Never mind.
I think we need to script this out a little bit better.
No, there's no scripting in this. This is not
Yeah.
a reality TV show.
It's not Ghosts and Guitars, is
It's
it?
not ghosts and guitars. All right, guys. First question there. Do I have any good Cajun recipes? Come on, man. Seriously.
Steve can't cook worth
Dude,
it. I mean,
look,
I
the
didn't
other
say
day, my son wanted a Pop-Tart. It was a struggle to get it. You can cook, dude. I can cook, all right? Grilled
cannot
cheese,
cook.
anything involving the microwave oven.
He
I
texts
can
or calls me and asks me how to work his grill. So I mean,
I did not do that.
you
I don't even know
absolutely-
how to do a green. I have a green egg grill.
I sure do.
You don't have a green egg
And I
grill.
do not have one, but I know how to use it.
Oh, right, okay.
All right,
Right.
something like that.
I don't have any Cajun recipes, dude. I have one thing I can't do. But the good Lord said, all right, you can either play guitar or cook.
So he didn't give you either.
Oh, man. All right, y'all. You heard that? That wasn't that good. All right.
That's kinda funny.
How did Todd get so what?
How did Todd
Wait.
get so? I can't.
So damn good at photography?
Oh,
Well, by the-
well, I like that.
By the way this thing was kicked off. I don't know. Tell them a little about your life.
There's not much.
Tell them about
there.
your. All right, you started when he was a year old. He had a Polaroid camera and he run around the house taking Polaroids of everybody in his family, right?
Something
Is that how
like
you started
No,
off?
That's not how I started off. I
How'd
have
you
no
go?
idea.
Go ahead.
I
How'd you
have
get it? He is the king of photography. And,
Am I?
yeah.
No. A lot of YouTube. A lot of YouTube.
There was no YouTube when you were a little kid.
I'm much younger than you.
Oh, whatever. Dude, please. You know, he doesn't want to give away his trade secrets on how he got so good at photography.
I don't know.
But you are very good at what you do.
Well, hey, I appreciate
Do
that.
you have any Cajun recipes of your own?
I do.
What?
I
Name one.
I don't know. Let me
What?
get on. Let
I
me
don't
get on
know.
Google and find out which
don't-
Cajun recipes I have.
You're quick to talk about my lack of cooking abilities, but
I am a
I
good
am-
cook, dude.
Chef Todd Schmidt.
I am a good cook. I don't know how to work Facebook Live, but I'm a good cook.
Whatever. All right. Well, no, Bull, this is not Dr. Pepper. However, it was a good guess because that's what he was drinking. This is Diet Coke.
Well,
It is Diet Coke, dude.
Mm,
Mmm.
yummy.
Gotta stay off the sugar here. George Foreman grill is a handy kitchen tool for the listen. Oh gosh, we're really scraping.
Yeah,
Use
we
a
are.
crock pot. Yes. Renee Scroggin says use a crock pot. Laugh out loud. Just throw stuff in it and walk away.
That's the way it is done. Or go to a restaurant and pay some money and get something good for you.
Y'all are dorks. Yes.
You need to get Julie's mom on here.
Well, that's what we were going for.
Yeah.
The
If I
dork
get
thing.
my mother-in-law to come on one
That would
day,
be good for cooking.
and she'll teach you guys how to cook.
Something like that.
Absolutely. We are dorks. That's exactly what we were trying
Yeah.
to achieve here, I think. Scott Martin says, isn't it great to have Mad Max back in Lillian Axe? Yes. Michael Max is the beast on bass. I love the dude. He's not only little things you don't know about Michael, he's actually a 23rd degree black belt. No, just kidding. Michael can cook.
Isn't that like? Haven't you been going to Kung Fu for like 50 years or
No,
something?
not that old. 20 years of Kung Fu and 7 years of
20 years of
Taekwondo.
Kung Fu, and he has
And
not
no cooking.
surpassed the yellow belt.
Yes, I'm still. No, actually, I'm on the elastic belt still. No, we're talking about Michael Max, not my martial
All
arts.
right, I'm
career.
sorry. I don't know how we got into that.
All
All right, go
you
ahead.
started.
No,
Michael Max, he was the original bass player in Lillian. Actually, he was with me in Oz prior to that. And then, we had 4 or 5 years of just greatness, and we went different ways for a while, and then he's back in Lillian, and he's with me in Sledgehammer, and it's like we never missed a beat. Not only is he the greatest bass player on the planet, but he is a consummate professional. He is easy to deal with. He is he just wants to play. Just play and enjoy it. And great guy. So yes, we are good. Now somebody else asks, tighty whities or boxers? Todd, where you go?
boxers, boxer briefs, boxer briefs.
Boxer briefs.
briefs.
Are those the
Like-
ones that have Al? I've roomed with you. I don't want to. I don't want to go into your underwear scenario. You still got those ones with Cher on them?
I don't know if I have Cher. I have Spider-Man ones.
Spider-Man.
Okay. Yeah. No, boxer briefs, right?
Those are the ones that are kind of
Tighter. Yeah. Who wears tighty whities anymore?
What if
Hopefully
it's
no one.
Al?
boxer briefs, but
Got rid of
they're
those a
white?
long time ago.
So wait, boxer briefs are not the little tight ones, and they're not the boxer ones that
They're-
go like a pair of shorts. That's not supporting anything. If
Yeah,
you,
it does. It keeps everything in line. At least that's the way I found out.
in line.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
In line,
Great.
something like
There's your answer, Dave Young.
It's so
that. Oh
supportive.
God, Dave Young asked that.
He wanted to know that.
Do we actually have to go on ghost hunts with Dave now?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Matter of fact, now I'm going to be
those
all
questions.
I'll be very concerned
I know.
about what I'm wearing on the ghost hunt. This is Jason makes a good point here. Bands need to remember we need to take care of each other, especially work together on the road. Well, I'll give you just a little bit of an example of how much truth there is in that, Jason, because this past weekend, Lily and Axe did the Rock Atlanta Festival in Atlanta, and I'll see if I can remember all the bands that were on there. It was Lily and Axe, Taiketo, Warwick, Firehouse, Dangerous Toys, Roxy Blue Tora, Denman, East Coast. What's the name of that?
East Coast Gamblers.
East Coast Gamblers.
XYZ. Firehouse.
Hardcore Superstar, and gosh, I think I got everybody right.
That's it. Yeah.
And it was great because there's some of these guys that we occasionally only get to see when we are doing festivals or doing shows with them, and I'll give you an example. For example, guys in Kickin' Valentina, it was just so much fun to hang around with, and you see guys on the road, and we've been playing for very many years, and we have been on shows with just about everybody you can imagine, and some of them have really nice attitudes and friendly and come and watch you and see this and that and talk, and some of them don't. So when you're on the road and you have guys like Kickin' Valentina and guys in Taiketo and Dangerous Toys and Tour, and they like to hang out, eat together, hang out in catering together and stuff, and they watch you play and stuff like that. It is very important to have that camaraderie. Unfortunately, sometimes you don't have that, and in those cases, you know what? Who cares? You just move on. You go do what you do, and you just like in life, you appreciate the people that are there to support you, and the ones that aren't. So what? You wish them well, and you move on. That's all. But good point there, Jason. Bands do need to help each other.
True that.
I know when I was coming up, there were a few bands that would help us out here and there and let us do shows with them. But Lily and Axe always liked and enjoyed helping out the other bands that were trying to do the same thing we were doing. Back in the day, Razor White, Dark August, I'm going to leave Hagen, I'm going to leave some names out. Help me out, you folks at home. But we were helping all these bands out, Victorian Blitz, because we wanted everybody to be successful, and that's an important thing in anything in life. There's room for everybody, guys. There's always going to be room for everybody to be successful. So help each other out. I'm going through here. Michael Max Kicks. This is a family show, but it comes next. Love from Minneapolis. Hey. Hey, Kim Capella. How are you doing, hon? Everybody loves Michael Max. He's so sweet.
I've noticed that about him.
He is sweet.
He is sweet.
No,
I do love that guy.
Nice guy.
Mm-hmm.
Does he still watch Romper Room? I never knew Michael watched Romper Room. I had no idea about that. I'm going to have to ask him that at rehearsal this week. Let's see. Kevin Barrett says, "What's up, Rob Nozica?" Now, what does that mean? Is there a Rob Nozica on here? I don't know, man. Oh, there he is. What do y'all think about the guy who jumped into the ring at the Hall of Fame induction of Bret Bart? Rob, I have no idea. Do y'all know anything about that?
I have no idea either.
I have no idea, but give me a good old long text about that. But Carl Moss shares with us that underwear sucks. Silk boxers are very comfy. Man, we are looking at an all-time low on this, aren't we?
Well, like I said, maybe we need to script this a little bit better.
Hey, it's our first time on
What
here.
did Dave Young start?
Talking about what? No, we're going to have Dave Young on the show. Mm-hmm. We're going to talk about the paranormal investigations, and for you guys that are wondering about the show, the ghost hunting show, we need your prayers and your help. We've got a lot of things going on that look really good, but this is almost like being in the record business. It's always hurry up and wait.
Right.
It's like playing chess with Todd. It's slow. You got to wait and wait.
Chess. Checkers.
Checkers.
More like checkers. Yeah, I have no idea how to play chess.
What should we name the cup? The orange cup.
Orangey.
That sounds. That's too close to something else. Let's see who wants to name the cup. He's going to be here every week.
Redheaded stepchild.
This orange cup here. Let's see. People are saying hi to each other on here.
That's awesome.
It's cool, huh?
Yeah.
See, you can come watch our show, and everybody can say hi to each other. John Day is watching, and Kim, and Mike, and Travis. I feel like I'm on the romper room here. We let bands sleep on our bus if they're in a van. That's very nice.
That is very
That
nice.
is very nice.
You gonna let Lily and Axe do that?
Yes, let us come. We'll come stay on there. Hey, Billy, what's up? Bonnie, Travis, Gene Schmidt,
Oh,
Ed Gwynn,
is that my
Avatar.
dad or my
What does
brother?
that mean? What?
My brother or my dad,
Ed
Gene
Gwynn?
Schmidt.
Where?
Yeah, Ed Gwynn.
Oh, no. Gene Schmidt.
No,
That's your dad, Gene?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
We're thinking my dad or my brother.
So watch your language.
All right.
Watch your language.
Wow, well,
Hey,
shit,
Don.
we got about 20 minutes of cursing before we got
Yeah,
out of here.
anything that you guys heard ahead of time.
That was all Al. That was Al.
He's learned the art of
Ventriloquist.
ventriloquism, and so he imitates us now and then and cusses a lot and makes people think it's us, but that's not true.
That is not
This is here our first compliment. This is great. Feels like Wayne's World.
Wait, which one of us is Wayne and which one of us is Garth?
I don't remember which one was what on the show. Who was Wayne?
Wayne
Who
was,
was the smart one?
that was me then. That was Wayne.
Yeah.
You are Garth. We both have the Garth glasses on though.
We both have the same haircuts.
Your brother said, hey,
Who?
Gary.
My brother said, hey, brother.
Hey brother.
Tell some tales of the old days in clubs before the first album with Johnny Vine.
There you go.
Those were the days, right?
Hmm.
Man, that's some stories of the old days. You know, back in those days, sit around, kids. Let me tell you a story. No, we had a great time. Me, Mike, Danny, and Johnny. We had an orange van with like some weird plush carpet in it or something, and we upgraded to a cool black van with more plush carpet in it.
Oh really?
We went everywhere, dude. We had some really good times. I remember the first time we went kind of out of state, I guess you would say, because really Mississippi was our first out of state. But we went to, we stopped in Cincinnati, then we went to Baltimore for a week, and then New York for a week, and did some shows with Zebra out there. They were helping us out, like we were talking about earlier. And it was like going to another country. It was another planet, actually. And it was snowing and everything, so we didn't get a lot of that down here. We had such a great time up there. And we thought we'd hit the big time. We were going out of state for 3 weeks. And we went to New York, did a bunch of shows with Zebra. And, it was like back, I think we were there for Christmas, as a matter of fact. We had Christmas, was bologna sandwiches, and Coca-Cola's in the hotel room in New York. That was what we spent for Christmas. And you know what? We didn't care. We were happy. We were lucky to have what we had.
Yeah. Oh, that's great.
We used to buy like a loaf of bread, a thing of mustard, and bologna slices.
I would go more for the mayonnaise.
I would have
is-
too, but I got outvoted on the mustard. See, nowadays I wouldn't. My vote's more strong now than it was back then.
Stronger now.
Yeah. My self-worth, my net worth is more now.
So
I can demand mayonnaise.
why don't you talk
Wait.
about the new album coming
Let's
out?
talk about, is it mayonnaise or is it
All right,
mayonnaise?
I'd rather talk about mayonnaise than the new
What
album.
do you say? What do you say?
I say mayonnaise. I'm from
What does
from
George
Buffalo,
say?
New York.
mayonnaise.
All right, that's what it is.
Orange.
I just named him George. Anyway, go ahead. What were you saying?
Why don't you talk about the new album coming out?
The new album, the new Lily and Axe album, is called From Womb to Tomb. And
By the way, who did the album artwork on
the
that?
guy that did the album artwork, sorry, he passed away, but no. Todd Schmidt
You might
did
as well.
the album.
You're gonna have to go investigate him on Ghosts and Guitars. By the way, Ghosts and Guitars. So go ahead.
Maybe it's Ghost and Guitars. We don't know yet. That's what they're talking about.
Who?
Anyway, they.
Who's they?
Those guys.
Which network is that?
They.
They. Y'all have to guess the network. But anyways, go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm going off into a different. All right, go ahead.
What were we talking about?
The Lily and Axe album.
Oh, the album. Yeah. We've got a couple of songs already done. A lot of it has been written, and we are going back in May to do the next couple of songs. It sounds great. It really does. It's epic. It's going to be a lot of cool little surprises. Actually came up with an idea this week that I think I'm going to... I kind of, every time I do a record like this, when I kind of have The Wall by Pink Floyd as a guideline of not how to do it or what to do, but the essence of what the record is. Where I wish I could do a double record. I don't think that is feasible, but it's going to be a concept record, and there's going to be lots of stuff in it. It's really good, guys. If you guys like World Stop Turning and Ghost of Winter and Death Comes Tomorrow and that big epic songs, you're going to be very pleased. It's powerful. Let's see. We're keeping up. I'm trying to get to all these. Let's see. Dave Young on the show. That's scary. Yeah, it is scary.
Yeah, that is scary.
Dave, you ought to see his cool hat. You want to see something scary? No. Was I ever a teddy bear? Yes. In another life, I was a teddy bear. Ranch Bowl in Omaha, Nebraska. Opening for Accept. You and Ron commented on my Dirty Looks concert. Yes. No, Darren, you asked about that. The reason that we Dirty Looks was a band back in the day that Gene Barnett, who was our drummer for Poetic Justice album, played in Dirty Looks. So they were a cool band. I think they only did a couple of records, but they sounded like kind of an AC/DC vibe, but they were really good. And they had a song called Ruby, which is the name of my dog. So, oh my God.
Yeah,
Look at that.
Hey,
see?
my
Scary
dog,
things
my
happen
old
all
dog was Blaze.
Your dog was Blaze?
Not named after you.
Is that why you always,
That
every
is
time I
right,
come in a room,
yeah.
you kick me?
Yes.
Jeez.
That's why I pet your belly.
Yeah. Do it again, Tom.
Yeah.
Missed the Zeppelins days. Y'all know what Zeppelins? Zeppelins was a club in Fat City in Metairie, Louisiana. And
Oh yeah, fun times.
fun times.
Fun times.
We used to
I
Near
think-
Life Experience used to play there all the time. It was a cool club, but it had a rep of doing lots of like heavy stuff. So
Oh, yeah, no, it
so
was
everybody
great.
thought it was like bad dudes hanging out there.
Dino's Last Stop.
Ah,
Oh, geez,
See,
so much fun.
y'all did all that stuff. I never did.
I
The
did.
other guys like Ron and John Sturr and Rob Stratton, Darren DeLatt, those guys used to always live in Fat City.
I
for
lived
the
out
last
there.
time.
Yeah,
All of a sudden, a bunch of thumbs up and popping up. But I never.
it's great.
We used to play there in the early Johnny days. We played there a lot. They used to do Wednesday night. They used to have concerts in the middle of that whole section in there, and like us, 2-4K. I think Zebra may have played there. All the bands. We were still a baby band at that time, but it was cool because 300-400 people jammed in this place on a Wednesday night.
Right.
Nowadays, you have to pretty much give away laptops to get people to get out of their house on a Wednesday night.
Yeah, it is
Pretty
true. It is very sad.
All right, let's see. Who are these guys? All right, BJ Haggerty from the Veil, my ghost hunting team. He's also a witty character too, as you can tell. Are you guys hearing us okay? Somebody said they were losing us, but that's only one person.
I can't.
Remember, this is a family show. I haven't done anything wrong yet.
Yeah, that 20 minutes of
Underwear speech.
Al cursing.
Talking
the
about
underwear speech,
listen,
yeah.
talking about underwear is nothing wrong with that.
We need to bring Rusty on for underwear.
No. All right, Circle of Light with Johnny Vines is awesome. Yes, it was great. If you guys who did not hear the Circle of Light record and don't know what it is, Johnny Vines, Michael Max, Danny King, and myself, the original 4 Lillian X guys, we put a record together called Circle of Light. And the name of the record was Circle of Light. The band was called Circle of Light. And we did, how many songs was on that? Was it like 11, 12, 13 songs? Songs that never had, they were kind of in the archives. They hadn't been recorded anywhere, but there were still great songs like Circus Comes to Town and Circle of Light. And we got together after years of really not being in each other's lives. It kind of started off, Johnny and I started getting together and hanging out. And I remember being at his house and in Houston, and we were just sitting around and we were listening to stuff, and we were at an acoustic guitar, we were playing some of the old stuff and singing. And I swear it was divinely instilled in my mind that we had to do this. And it was as simple as, Johnny, why don't we get you, me, Michael, and Danny, and let's go do this band. We'll call it Circle of Light, and we'll do all these songs that we never did record. And we did. And we got together. I remember the first day we sat together was the 4 of us and Alan Traylor. And we were at New Orleans Hamburger. It was funny because we were sitting around going, this is just really weird, man, because all these years in the past, as many places as we went to eat, restaurants. So everybody, you guys up for this? Everybody was excited. And so we went over to this little rehearsal room, and we hadn't played together in 20, 30 years or whatever, 20-something years. And we started, like, just bringing up the old songs. And, hey, you remember King of the Beast? Yeah, we did this. We butchered the living tar out of those songs, man. But it was so much fun. And then it's like, all right, let's do this. These are the songs we're going to do. And we went in the studio, and we knocked it out. It was great. Leesville, Fort Polk sucked. I remember Ed. Ed Gwynn was the gentleman who owned Mr. Bojangles back in the day, which was like the coolest rock club. It was on the West Bank. And Ed and Mickey, who was working for him at the club, they came, and they were, after the club closed down, they were on our crew. Ed lives in Nashville now, if I'm not mistaken. And yes, Leesville, Fort Polk did suck. Ed, it was terrible. It was all Army guys. And I shouldn't say it sucked. It was just that, back in the day, everybody, you're doing your show, and it's all Army guys, which is great because we love troops, and we always did. But, back when you're that age, you like to have a wide variety of gender in your crowd, I guess is the best way to say it. Right. But it was just, one of those shows. We did plenty of them like that. Talking about original signing, opening for Rat, the whole MCA deal. All right, Travis. Yep. That was a great, strange time. We got the deal when we opened up with Rat. A lot of people like to go, what happened? Because the band changed at that time. But I like to talk about that at another time. Not exactly right now. Okay, we'll talk about it.
Trust me.
No, it was. We were, Lillian was, at the time, the way that it went down was that I got offered the deal, and they wanted to basically change the band. And we had been together for a while, and things were, we were having some issues within the band and whatnot, and we decided to kind of segment out for a little while. And so I pursued, and Danny pursued it with me, and everybody guys all went and did different musical things. And then here we are years later together, and I'm back together with Michael, and was able to do the Circle of Light record with Johnny and Danny. And now, kind of full circle, Danny King is now the new drummer in Sledgehammer. So we've got our new Sledgehammer first show on April 27th at Bonnie Blair's in Jackson, Mississippi. And it's going to be Sledgehammer, me, Michael, and Jesse Mack, and brand new on the drums, Danny King. Brand new on guitar, Josh LaRose. So, and for those of you guys who are into Sledgehammer, it's the same kind of music, but we are, I guess you would say, amping it up a little bit. We're adding some Iron Maiden. We're adding Lenny Kravitz. We're adding Collective Soul. We're adding more Deep Purple, Zeppelin, The Cult, Queen, Aerosmith, Van Halen, all of the above. And the rehearsals have been going really, really well. It's been a blast. So we're really excited. What's that, like 2 weeks, 3 weeks to the first show? So it's going to be fun. It's going to be good. Hey, Vic, what's up? Mr. Vic LaCar, the guitar virtuoso. Support Vic, man. He's a pro. Steve, am I friends with Ron Taylor and Darren DeLatte? Not at all. No, of course I am. Yeah, of course I am. As a matter of fact, I talk to Darren every now and then. I hadn't talked to Ron in a while. I know Ron's, he's got some kids. I don't even know how old they are. They're probably older than Jude, if I'm not mistaken, around that age. He's married, got a couple of kids. Last I heard, I know he and Darren are doing Low Side, and they do a Taylor DeLatte thing. So they're doing well. And, that's one thing, that a lot of people think every time you have problems in your band or whatnot and you change members, it's not always like bad vibes and bad blood. It's never been like that with any changes within the band. It's just when you've got a 35-year history, people's lives change. They get into new things. They want a different direction. This industry is a rough one. It can burn you out real quick. And, people like to take different avenues and routes in their life. And that's basically what happened there. So, yeah, good friends. Who else? Let's see. Looking forward to the Sledgehammer shows. Thank you. We are too. New Lillian X, yes. Any ghostly songs? I was thinking about putting some EVPs on the record somewhere. What do you think about that? That'd be cool.
Actually, it would be pretty cool.
If you guys don't know what EVP is, it's electronic voice phenomena, which is when we capture ghost voices. Guess what?
Dot, dot, dot?
Could I pull? Oh, I can't do it on here.
No, you can't.
All right. Next episode, I'm going to play some
Actually,
EVPs.
yeah, next episode, because I can play it through that.
Yeah,
Actually play it
I'll
on.
play
Yeah.
a couple of EVPs for you and describe what happened on these ghost hunts. Let me tell you a little bit about The Veil. That is the name of our team. It consists of myself, Mr. Dave Young, who was a paranormal investigator for many, many years. Let me think, BJ Haggerty and my brother Gary are the techs. They're the guys that set all the stuff up. And unlike today, it usually works pretty well. Really.
I'm not the tech guy, all right? I'm just...
Hey, you did a great job. Dude, look at it. It's working. It's working. Deborah LeBlanc. What can you say about Deborah? She is a clairsentium. That is clairvoyant, sensitive, medium. All of the above. She's brilliant. And she gives us all the insight and can relate and see things that the rest of us are unable to do so. Then we have Fred Poole from PB Electronics. Fred is the audio video specialist. And
we could have used Fred over here.
we could, yeah. And then Kim Capella is actually just, she was on the team for a while. She's taken a little break for a while, get herself healthy. I think she's going to come back, to be honest with you. That's just my thoughts. But that is The Veil. And the show that we are... Can we talk about it?
I think maybe we could talk about
Maybe?
it. I don't know. Yeah, you know what?
No, maybe.
Probably not.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay, anyway, the show right now... Well, here's the deal. We're talking to different networks, and they want different types of shows with it.
And we have one that is very interested.
Yes.
That every week we keep hearing...
Tell us
Next
about
week,
it, Todd.
a little bit more.
Who is it, Todd?
I'd have to travel somewhere to
Yeah.
you know,
You'd have to travel
I'd travel somewhere to talk about what network it would be, and then if you traveled to the anyway, something like that.
Oh, my orange cup is called Voodoo.
Kim Cup.
Kim Capella Kim Cup is Voodoo.
Voodoo.
How about Voodoo George?
Voodoo George.
Voodoo George. All right, there he is. He needs a Alvin, fresher upper, buddy.
I don't have an Alvin in my life that does my... I don't have one of those.
You got to get you an Alvin.
I need an Alvin.
You're going to have one of my rabbits.
I think Alvin's taken my pee break.
Alvin. Did you go get drinks and didn't even offer to get me one?
Yeah.
Come on, bro. Voodoo George is running low.
I could use a Dr. Pepper. I mean, I can't say that on there, can I? Unless they sponsor us? Dr. Pepper.
No, you have to say...
Dr. Pepper.
You have to say... like, what are they? You just change one letter. Dr. Repper.
Dr. Repper.
Get him.
I need a Dr. Repper.
There you go.
All right.
All right. Hey, Joey, what's up, buddy? Let's see. Dino's and Last Stop was rock. That's the name.
My cousin Chrissy just said hi from Buffalo. So hi, cuz.
Did you making up that you have family?
I'm making up. I have family and friends.
Chris Young. Hey, Chris, that's Dave's son.
Is that Dave's son?
That's a cool guy right there.
That is a cool guy right
Thank
there.
you, Chris, for your service, buddy. Alicia is watching. Harry, Uncle Larry Ski Lodge. We know
Oh God!
all these people.
Uncle Larry
alcoholics
Ski
from back
Lodge.
in the day. The Ski Lodge. Yeah, right.
This guy.
You should know all these
Oh,
guys.
I probably should. I mean, maybe because
There was
I
a
don't,
Zeppelins
I don't have
in
much of a
Biloxi.
memory.
Hey, let me tell you all a story because you love
Oh no!
this.
Here we go with the stories.
He's talking about Ed, the guy I was telling you about. That was on our crew. Ed Wynn. There was a Zeppelins in Biloxi, right?
Was there?
Yes, and it was about the same size. I remember it was right there on the beach. So we go there to play one time, and I can remember, this is kind of weird how it works. I was listening to Power Slave by Iron Maiden, the album, on the way there. And we get there, the police show up and arrest Michael Max.
Wait, the police? Like
Sting?
Sting?
Yes, Sting showed up and he
Sting showed up? All right.
he
No,
said,
the police.
Michael Max!
Michael Max.
No, they did. They came and arrested him because there was a robbery earlier during the day, and the suspect looked like Michael Max.
I heard the story.
Yep. Thank you, there, Alvin.
Very handsome gentleman.
Very happy. Yeah, and it wound up being Santa Claus.
Gentleman.
Santa Claus was.
And Al's gonna just like step right in front of the camera, folks. Thanks, buddy.
Do you want a bologna sandwich while I'm up?
Yeah,
You want a what? What did he say?
did everybody like Al's backside? It
Blown.
was beautiful.
What the hell did he say? Something nasty?
That's a
Said, "You
bologna
want a-
sandwich.
anybody want
Oh,
a bologna
bologna sandwich. I thought you
What
wanted.
did you think he said?
It sounded like, hey, you want. No, I'm not even going to go there.
Okay.
It sounded like something nasty. Anyway,
Okay.
yes, there was a Zeppelin, so they arrested Michael Max and took him to jail because he resembled somebody that had actually committed a crime
Really?
and robbed a bank. And so, you know, we're thinking, oh,
See,
God,
that's great.
just because you look like some thug, we have to lose our gig.
Max looks like a thug.
But they brought him back after. But isn't that uncool, though? You get arrested because
Yeah.
you look like some dude?
Right.
Mm-mm-mm. All right. Yeah, Circle in the Square in Shreveport. Absolutely remember that. I know a ghost that had an almost life experience. Do we have one of those little things? Vic Lacar.
We do, actually,
Ladies and gentlemen, Vic Lacar. All right. Let's
may
see
have
what
some.
else. Denise said, excellent concert last week in Rocklanta. You all kicked. You guys were amazing. Thank you, Denise. I appreciate that. We did have fun at this show. You know what the best part of that show was? Steak and Shake at 1:30 in the morning.
Nice.
Nice.
I wanted to go to that show, but you know, some of us have to work.
I didn't work.
I
You did not work.
I
I
ate your
worked.
share of the steak and shake there, Todd.
You
Do what?
shake the steak.
I ate the steak.
Yes,
he
was
did.
shaking the steak.
But
Al
you-
was staking the shake.
You didn't work on Saturday last week. The reason why Todd didn't come last week, I'll give y'all a
Okay,
hint.
here we go. Here we go. Uh-oh. Yeah, that's called working, right? I had to work, dude.
Oh god, Circle of Light show at Creek Reunion. Was that really in 2011? Holy cow. Chris Young says nothing happens in Leesville even today. Oh my god, you're not kidding, brother.
I have no idea where Leesville is.
Leesville is in Louisiana. That's all you need to know.
Well,
No,
thank
there's
you,
a-
sir.
I think, isn't it Fort Polk? Isn't that where it's located, I think? We need, you know what, Al, this is
No
going to be
idea.
a new job, brother. You are a fact checker. I didn't say a fat sucker. I said a fact checker. See? I said, Al, you're a fact checker. And he looked at me like, man, that's not nice to say that about it.
Yeah, my first wife was stationed up there, so I know it's true.
Oh, okay.
So we don't have to
He
do
just-
a fact check.
He just checked that fact. Yes, he does know that. Okay, excellent. All right, let's see what else.
By the way, I like this cup.
Look at this cup, man. That's a cool
I
cup.
picked that out
Home with
specifically
me.
for
That's
you.
a 3.
Thank
That's
you.
my son's cup. You take that.
Exactly. That's why I picked it out, because
No,
Jude comes in
because
here
I
and
need-
get him.
Right.
Jude will be on him.
Mm.
I can hear that ice hitting your teeth. That's like nails on a chalkboard right there, man.
All right. Now remember
Okay,
that.
Sledgehammer is awesome. Thank you, Richard. Good to see you, buddy. There's Bobby Hotard. What's up, Bobby? How you doing, brother? Rich. Deborah and Rich said hi. Rich is the husband of Deborah LeBlanc, and they're saying hi. What's happening, guys? How are you? How are we? How are you? Add some classic Kiss to the sled. We are doing some Kiss. We're doing Shout It Out Loud is what we're adding to the.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's
Nice,
cool.
nice. My mic won't stay up. Is there a joke in that? It won't.
For you.
My mic will not stay up.
I have no problem.
Al, just hold it there.
Mine seems
Thank
to
you.
be perfectly
All right,
fine.
all right, well, that's
Probably
good.
would stay here for
Good
hours.
enough for you to
probably.
do.
Technical difficulties here. No, I'm good. Thank you. Thank you.
Hey, fact checker.
Technical guy, fact
checker. I said
Yeah.
Fact checker, you.
All right.
Travis says, we love the Lillian family. Thank you very much. Deborah LeBlanc.
Is that in the screenshot?
I love
Oh,
Deborah.
wait, hold on. Let me get that.
Oh my gosh.
Let me
Wait a
see.
minute.
Hold on. There we go.
I mean, you can't have a show without Steve holding the guitar for a second, at least.
Ooh, wee. Look at that.
Could you tune it out? My God, it's just like a real show. I get it out of tune.
Uh-oh. Here we go.
What
Hey,
happened?
Al, why don't you go grab an acoustic?
Here you go. That's it. Here, look, I'm off the clock right now, buddy.
No, you don't want to play?
No, I don't.
Okay, you're playing.
All right, good.
All right.
Thank you.
Angie Dennison Jones says Low Side is great too. Yes, they are very good. Low Side is Ron and Darren's band. Let's see, what else? Rich, Laura, Jeanette Elizabeth, Steve, you're a horrible guitarist. Oh, I'm sorry, no, you're a phenomenal guitarist. Any thoughts about doing an instrumental album for us guitar dudes? Well, I'll tell you, Jeanette. I did a solo record, I don't know how long ago was that. Jeez, maybe 12, 13 years ago or something like that. And it's called Random Acts of Blindness. I wrote it mainly about my dad, but it was all really like melancholy, sad songs. There was a lot of guitar work on it, but honestly, I'm not a guitar player guy like wants to sit there and just riff and just, try to impress everybody with my wizardry. I like songs. I think the most important thing in any musical composition is the song itself. I probably spend more time being concerned about the vocals and the lyrics and the melodies of the vocals than anything in any song. Maybe one day I could do an instrumental thing if you guys wouldn't be bored of instrumentals, but I just love vocals in songs, man. I don't know. What do you think?
I like vocals and songs.
Yeah, I'd rather listen to the song. But that's me. I'm not like the Yngwie Malmsteen kind of. Nothing against him, he's awesome, but I'd rather hear.
You want to hear some songs?
Putting an instrumental on an album or two.
Yes, which we have done. If you guys listen to on Deep Red Shadows, there's a song, Deep Red Shadows. It's an instrumental, all acoustic and stuff. If you listen to Waters Rising, and on my solo record, I put it on both of them. It's a song called 5, and it's just guitars and drums. Rob Hubby played the drums. I played the bass and all the guitars, and I think there's like 78 guitar tracks on it. And we actually recorded it as we wrote the song. So I wrote the intro, and then I'm like, all right, hold on. And then I went to the next part, and I wrote the next part. And then we kept recording, and as I wrote the song. And by the end of it, I had everything from orchestrated pieces with like 5 and 6 different guitar groups going at one time, to a bluesy type thing, to all a riffing, to an arpeggiated thing, to a slowdown. It was cool because it covered just about every kind of guitar wanking I could possibly do on it in one song, and it still wound up holding up. So if you want to hear me do any kind of guitar instrumental thing, go listen to that song 5. But thank you for the compliment. I appreciate it. Let's see here. Travis said, hello, Al.
What's up?
Chris Young, thanks for your support. Yes, thanks for your support, buddy. Vic, let's see. He says a guy wrote a song for our band. We have to check it out. All right, I'm going to have to go to it when I can go to it. Al is a rock star. Big Al. Look at Al.
Al is a rock star.
Say the name of the drummer again and when y'all are playing. Oh, Michael, you're talking about Sledgehammer's drummer is Danny King, the original drummer for Lillian Axe. Danny was on the Lillian Axe album and on Love and War, and he played drums. Actually, Sledgehammer, we added Dream of a Lifetime to the set, too. So we're going to play a Lillian song. And it'll be fun.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Awesome.
be cool. Let's see. Bobby Hotard wants a potted meat sandwich. Okay.
I know
What
it
is potted meat? That sounds like something we would...
I used to eat them when I was a kid.
Yep. Danny King and Bonnie Blair. Oh, Bonnie Blair's in Jackson is where Sledgehammer's went. Now, here's a cool thing. 2 weeks after Sledgehammer plays Bonnie Blair's, Lillian's playing there on the 11th of May. So it'll be 2 weeks apart. But I haven't been to Bonnie Blair's, but I know the owner, Melissa, and everybody loves her to death, and she's supposed to be like the queen of rock in Jackson. And my boy Dirty D is from Charade, which is the band that Jay, our sound man, used to be a part of. Dirty D has a great radio show that's doing real well. Y'all got to listen to it. I'm going to have to find out the details on, because I think they were starting to get some kind of syndication with their show. So good, more power to them. But Bonnie Blair's is like the new happening place in Jackson for live music. And so support it so that we can keep bands coming there. I think, who's coming there? Faster Pussycat's coming there. Mike Tramp from White Lion just played there recently. I think Kip Winger's coming there, so
Nice.
support it. Yeah, it's cool, man. It's going to be cool.
What's the acoustic show y'all are doing?
All right, let me explain this acoustic show.
Yeah.
It's in June, all right? It's Rock the Bayou, and everybody's like, why aren't you playing? Well, we are playing, but we're doing an acoustic show, and I'll explain why. Who's on that thing? Is it Firehouse and Warrant?
Kip Winger.
Kip Winger.
Cheewees.
Can't remember everybody
That was
else.
it.
But we got contacted last, like, the show was already booked and everything. We got asked to play, but because of the fact that I guess there's so much room on the stage and there was no room to put another band in there with all of our gear, they asked if we would play acoustically. Now, we do a lot of acoustic shows. I like doing them. They're fun, and but it's not the true essence of what the band's about. So, but I figured it like this, right? We'll do the show, and they said next year for the same festival, you guys will play the full electric set. So I figured, hey, look, 6 months of advertising. We'll come out, we'll do a great acoustic set, and start the whole thing off. And then next year we will we'll play all guns blazing. No pun intended. So Diana Chase says hi, Todd with 4 eyeballs.
Hey, Diana.
Steve Pizzolatto, what's up, Steve? How you doing, buddy? Man, all these nice folks, man. Let's see. I invite Steve to join Chris, Kim, and I at the Myrtles Plantation for Ghost Hunt for HGTV's America's Spookiest Homes. Oh, God, yeah, that's funny. Let me tell that story, Dave. A few years ago, Dave Young, who is on the Veil, my ghost hunting partner, we got invited along with Dave's son, Chris, and Kim Capella from the Veil to do an investigation of the Myrtles. Now, Dave and Kim are like experts on the Myrtles. They've been investigating. They're kind of consultants for them for many, many years. So they asked us to come do this thing, right? So I go there during the day, and I'm just like, I got a few hours before we're starting to film. This is for HGTV, right? Home and Garden TV or whatever. And so I'm sitting around there, and I just go walking around the place with my recorder, and I'm like, hey, I remember I had a Dr. Pepper. Woo! Right? No pun intended. So I'm sitting there, and I say, hey, is there anybody in the room with me? I'm just going to have my Dr. Pepper here and relax. And I got an EVP of a voice whispering in her bed. So I'm like, anybody in here? In her bed. And the bed was like 4 feet away from where I was sitting there. So this is going to be a good night. Later on that night, Dave and I are going around the place doing our thing, and we hear a door slam. We go downstairs where the door slammed, and I said, hey, thank you for slamming the door. Let us know you're here. Can you do something else to really impress me? And a woman's voice says, Jude, which is my son's name. So that really impressed me.
Right.
Okay, so we do this. We're getting all this evidence at night. And HGTV, when the show comes up, it's called America's Spookiest Homes. We got like 6 seconds of us walking around with EVP recorders in our hands, walking around.
Right.
One scene, all this filming, following is me holding the door open for Dave and Kim to walk out of her room. Like,
Isn't that amazing?
oh, not only does he ghost hunt, but he is a very polite young man. I'm like,
right.
it's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's amazing.
And then they got one scene of me sitting on the bed with a grid of lights across my face. Can't even see me. So that was our claim to fame. We do this ghost hunt for this show about the Myrtles and get all this evidence, and they show us for like 4 seconds. Well, many investigators like to come to the Myrtles, and we're walking around.
Well, that was better than the MTV one.
Yeah, we did one for MTV. What was the name of that show? Young and Stupid or something like that. And they said, oh, we're gonna have. It was one of these things where they take a bunch of teenagers and put them in a room together, right, and see who kills who first or whatever. And so next thing you know, I had a show that night too, so my time was really limited. So I'm like, I spent 3 hours in this place with me and Dave and Deborah, and we're, actually, Deborah's in there with them getting some evidence, and they're filming us talking to these kids about, we're going to take you couples on a paranormal investigation and see if your love can withstand the paranormal, right? See which couples can stay together. We spent 3 hours with them, and that not 1 second of it even made it to the screen.
Mm.
You know,
life in the big city.
All they made it was your gear. Your gear got on screen.
Oh, the equipment
Yeah.
showed
That was
up? Okay,
Yeah.
great. All right,
Yes.
whatever. Anyway, that's the story, Dave. I got a lot of stories. Just keep
Yeah,
on
you do have a
rolling.
lot of stories. What's the show y'all were on, Lillian X? The TV show.
Constantine.
Constantine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was good.
Yeah.
Remember that time? You
Remember
were in
that
Constantine?
time you're in Constantine?
That was awesome.
Only burned you up.
All right, Joe says, see you later, Vic. Take care, buddy. Any chance we'll hear Steve, Danny, and Mike do one more Circle of Light song in honor of Johnny? Attila the Hun was the classic instrumental from the original lineup. I only heard it a couple of times back in the day, but still remember. Yeah, that was a great one, man. We used to love playing that. But, Joe, we are playing Circle of Light in the Lillian X set. Lillian X, during the show, we decided to add that song. And we played it the last show, and it's going to be a continued staple in our set. So, Travis, Arnold said there's a blue pill for your microphone situation there, buddy. Brent Graham is watching. What's up, Brent Graham? Vocalist extraordinaire. Hey, buddy, how are you, man? Steve, would I ever consider doing a solo storytelling show? Actually, I think I'm going to go to Barnes & Noble's. I want to be the guy that sits in that little kids area and reads books to the kids.
That's a pretty
That
good
would
idea.
be cool. That's a good gig, right?
I'm not sure how well that would go over, though.
I would go over
Kinda
great. Those kids love me.
Scary.
Kids love me. I'm not going to be wearing, like, voodoo paint or anything
No, you're
like
just
that.
going to be
If I wear this,
wearing what you're
wear this
normally...
shirt.
No, your pants.
Then nobody can see my pants.
You guys got to see some.
Let me tell y'all-
You got to see Steve's
Can I tell
collection
you a
of
funny
shoes.
story?
Wait, I want to tell them a funny story. When we went to Chinese,
We went to Chinese.
the Chinese food the other day. He comes in with these,
Wait, Chinese?
these chrome-colored shoes.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry. Those are great. Those were awesome.
Dude, they're silver.
Oh, whatever. Like the Tin Man.
So wait, let me tell my story.
All right, tell your story.
No, I forgot the story. Oh, they have a little place in Barnes and Nobles where it looks like a little fairy tale forest, right?
Right.
I could sit there and tell stories to the kids, right?
Okay, yeah.
Goldilocks came and the 3 bears weren't home. Isn't that how it goes? Look at that.
No clue.
Think about that. I have a good storytelling voice.
It does have a good storytelling voice.
Snow White and the 7 Dwarfs, read by Steve Blake. That's pretty good.
That actually sounds pretty
That's
darn
pretty
good. All right, we
Snow
got a
White.
new career going.
Hey, now I'll change it up a little bit. Like, Snow White was really tired of these little...
You gotta, come on, gotta be quicker. Gotta be quicker.
I was going to say piss ant, but I didn't want to say that. I was
You
talking
don't
about the
say piss
dwarves.
what?
You can't say that on TV.
We're not, yeah,
Can't
yeah,
make
you
fun
can.
of
You can say
dwarves
whatever.
bothering her all the time. So she offed them one at a time. And the little kids would be sitting there watching me going, screaming for their moms.
Almost sounds correct for 20
No, I wouldn't do that. No, back to the original thing I was saying is that would be a good gig for me to read
I think it
stories to
would.
kids. And this lady asked me a nice question. Would I consider doing a solo storytelling show? Yeah. If you guys have not seen or heard the One Night in the Temple Lillian X live acoustic show, it was an acoustic show that we had contest winners and probably about another 20 or 30 of our closest friends. In a really intimate setting, the whole band played acoustically, and I talked in between the songs about the meanings of the songs and stories about them. For every song, so it was a storytelling type thing. And that One Night in the Temple has that entire show on 2 CDs and a DVD documentary of the whole event. It was great. What's that now? What's that? You can talk. What now?
I was gonna say, you ready to wrap this up?
No, man. What's this fun? Let's keep talking. No, we're gonna get one in
Should
3
I
minutes,
just-
guys. But let's
Let
see.
it-
Let's
let
just go ahead. All right. Have you checked out Stratton James? He's a Van Halen.
Oh, he is
tribute.
awesome. He's awesome. Yeah.
What is it? Van Halen tribute band? It's called Stratton James. That's the name of the band.
That's a kid.
Oh, he's 16 years
16
old.
years old. Yeah,
wow.
no, he's
Okay, gotcha.
really good.
Awesome.
really
no,
good.
I
I was
haven't.
telling you about him the other day.
Yeah. No,
Very
he's
cool.
Really good.
16 years old playing like that. It's awesome. Steve, thanks for what you do. Your music has recharged my batteries many times. Thank you, brother. That means a lot to me. I really appreciate that. Song like Fields of Yesterday. Thanks again for taking the time to check. Oh yeah, Eddie. I met Eddie Carter at Rocklanta, and Eddie told me a story about his friend that passed away many years ago. His best friend, and man, the story was amazing. And we were talking about the song Fields of Yesterday, how much it meant. So that's what keeps me going, brother. That's what charges my batteries when, we create something that helps people out. And we'll keep doing that. Renee says we're going to love Bonnie Blair's, I'm sure. We have a new, huge all-rock club in Jackson now. That's it. Yeah, here it is. Not Rick Rage, is it? She said Rick Rage. Come on, Angie. You're killing me. Rock Rage Radio, that's it. That's it. Dirty D and Melissa Kirksey, they have a great rock show. I need to know the numbers so I can tell everybody to listen to it. Looking forward to the show. My man Bobby. The acoustic shows were great. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Yes, everybody wants to know about the White Charvel. The White Charvel is back. I played it in Atlanta at Rocklanta. If you guys go and look at follow me on Instagram, and you can see some pictures of me with the White Charvel. It's awesome. You guys, it's playing great, like it always was. Josh LaRose completely redid the whole thing. All new software, hardware, and everything. Software. You don't put software on a guitar, do you?
Nowadays, maybe.
BJ is watching. Do you know her?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, okay. We'll be at show in Gonzales. Oh, yeah. That's where the rock. I can't think straight. Mark's watching. The investigation in Myrtles was pretty good, Chris. Every time we've been there, we've had some great things, and that will be one episode on the show for sure. When is Loading a Sledgehammer going to be back on the North Shore? Well, now since we've just gotten Danny and Josh worked in, and we're starting to gig, I would say over the summer you'll see us in many different places. We're going to be coming back to Hurricanes. We're coming back to casinos, pizza, hopefully, and we're putting full throttle out on getting Sledgehammer back out. Let's see here. Lillian's musical, theatrical, and storytelling is extremely conceptual in all ways. A band elevated. Steve Blaze, guitar extravaganza. Thank you, Travis. BJ was there for the BS on the MTV stuff. That was not good. We used to have videos on MTV. Remember that?
I remember
600
that.
years
Wait,
ago?
videos, MTV?
Video? Yes, guys.
Wow.
MTV used to play videos.
It's,
That is insane.
yeah, that is insane.
Yep. When does the show start? The TV show? We don't know yet, Tamara, because
right.
it is still in talks. And I'm
Next
sorry.
week, right? Next week.
Every week is like, the
next
music got
week.
moved to next week.
Next week.
I think it's going to be next week.
Yeah, I think that'll be
If you want to see the HGTV video, it is on Facebook through the Veil page and the Paladin Paranormal page in the video section. Go check it out, guys. And yeah, and you, Todd and I both, and even Big Al, are you on Instagram?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you should be.
Oh, yeah.
You have like 6,000 pictures on there?
Yeah. I'm on Twitter, too.
He's on Twitter.
I bet you
I
there's
am
about
not on Snapchat.
Yeah, I don't do
pictures,
Snapchat.
about 6,000 pictures like this right now of all.
So, hey, listen, follow us on Instagram. And as we continue to do this video podcast, we're going to get better at it. We're going to bring people on. We're going to have guests, animals.
Yeah, we got animals.
I got plenty of animals.
Y'all don't see what
And,
we're seeing back here.
Look, you guys,
Okay, I see
do we have an
animals
email
like
address?
that
Do we have
twice.
an email address?
No, we are going to create an
We're
email
going to create
address.
an email
This
address
is all new.
because we want to get you guys' opinions, what you want us to talk about, because there's just so much in the world.
And
to
I
talk
think
about.
we're going to do the YouTube and do a simulcast YouTube, Facebook,
Right.
all that. So we got to figure this out.
We're working on it, guys.
We're working on it.
So let me see here. Wow, a lot of comments. The white eagle boots from back in the day. All right, let me tell you a story about my eagle boots. All right, I had these boots. They were like knee high, but they were black, white, and red, and they had eagles on the front. I got them in Los Angeles, right? but they were like those English pointy toe ones with a little heel in the back.
Yeah.
They were so hard to walk in. So I was wearing them, and Lillian Axe was doing a show with Motorhead in Dallas. This was on 88, okay? And we were playing I think it was some theater there. Us and Motorhead, and Robin Crosby from Rat had flown in to come. He got on stage and played with us. So I'm wearing these boots, getting ready to go on stage, and Lemmy comes in to say hello. And Lemmy looks at my boots and he goes, "I love those boots. They're disgusting." That's what he said to me. So I said, "Thank you, sir. Thank you, Mr.
And
Lemmy."
from there on out,
That was
Steve,
it. I never wore them again.
No, but
My feelings were hurt.
your
I should
shoe
have given them
collection.
to. Think about it, if I'd have given them to Lemmy, but
Yeah.
I don't know, because probably wouldn't fit him.
But from there on out, that's why you decided to wear the shoes you wear
Yeah.
continuously.
I wear horrible shoes
They're all
now
disgusting.
because Lemmy
He does.
liked it.
Like those
What's
chrome
up,
ones.
Frank the Benedetto? How you doing, buddy? How's everything going, guys? Let's see. What else we got going? Andy was up all night spraying. All right, hold on. Wait a minute. Oh, that's right. I'm like, wait.
We could take that out of
He
context.
Andy paints guitars. That's what it was.
I gotcha.
I mean, Al's up all night spraying sometimes. I have the room with him, and he sprays all over the place. It's crazy.
Yeesh. This is a family-friendly show.
That's funny.
It
Let's see here. Feel good dog has been whooped by a bad master. Okay, you know, Chris coming up to D.C. or Virginia would be great, man. When are you going to come move back home? That's what you need to do. We did 2 records in Baltimore in the D.C. area. We did Poetic Justice and Psychoschizophrenia up at Sheffield Audio Video. And there was a place called Hammerjacks in Baltimore, which was
yeah, I know that.
famous.
Yeah, right.
Famous.
right.
I wish they still had that place. My goodness.
Right.
Melissa Ann is watching. Hi, Melissa. How are you? Let's see, guys. I don't want to miss out. I will say some things. Yeah, I wore those boots in the Ibanez ad. You're right, Andy. Good observation. Listen, guys. Help us out with everything you can do. And I'm not just saying just help Lillian Axe out, but all your favorite bands and all the music that you like. Music's vitally important in our lives. So what we want you to do is realize that you have a voice. Hair Nation, email them, call them. Eddie Trump, all these guys that are, supposed to be flying the flag for rock music, call them.
Mm-hmm.
Call them to, put their feet to the fire. Why do we have to hear Welcome to the Jungle 40 times a day? There's 1,000 other bands that we'd like to hear as well. Nothing wrong with that, but stop playing the same stuff over and over.
Right.
Support all the bands. And you know what? We all know that not every rock band sold as many records as Metallica. We know that, okay? We don't have to be reminded. But you know what? All these rock bands that we all grew up on, they're all just as good as any other ones. Their music is just as good. It doesn't matter. You don't have to just listen to the stuff that sold the most records, because that doesn't make you great or good or bad or whatever. It's all great. Listen to all of it. So let's spread it out. Let's listen to everything, okay? So write them, email them, talk it up. Keep things positive. Stop the negativity. I was listening to a talk show last week talking about the Rockland Fest. And it really got under my skin, and I'm going to tell you why.
Oh, yeah.
A guy calls in and he says, "Man, I just went to Rocklanta, and it was great. And all the bands were good. It was 2 days. It was great." And the talk show host says, "Oh, well, I've been to that place. How many people were there?" And the guy goes, "Oh, it was pretty good. It was about 2/3 full. It was packed." And the guy goes, "Well, I knew that thing wasn't going to sell out because, there was no real big band on the festival. There were, nothing against those bands, but there were some bands that were, that a lot of people didn't know about." Instead of talking it up, and instead of going, it doesn't matter if we had, the biggest band in the world on the show. All these other bands were great, just as good as any other band. Let's talk it up. Let's build up the rock and roll.
And that was his
support
job.
everybody, because I'm going to tell you something. And you guys can tell me I'm cocky or whatever you want. I'll tell you from the heart. Lillian Axe is as great as any band on the planet. That doesn't mean anything. It means I know what we've been able to do. But there's a billion other bands that are just as important and just as good, and in their own right are just as, what's the word I'm looking for? Are just as valid as all these other bands.
Right.
Of course, you got your Queens and your Zeppelins and all. They're great, but they had great management, and they had the opportunities, and they had the good breaks and all. You know what? There's 1,000 other bands that are just as good and just as great and have music that we can all enjoy. So if you're in a position where you can spread the word and tell people about other great bands, don't try to make yourself look better by going, oh, well, I know this band and this band and this.
Right.
Just go support all of it. Listen to all of it. You don't have to like it all. It's like food, right? Who says you just got to eat pizza? You know, I can like pizza. I can like spaghetti. I can like tacos. I can like it all. I don't have to have them in order of what's better than the other one. Eat it all. That's what I say. I eat it all.
I did have spaghetti last night.
Al had spaghetti last night when he made
potato
it.
salad.
You never know. He might have shrimp tomorrow.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah, I switch it up.
He
I don't care.
switches it up. He's crazy.
Right.
But my point is, guys,
I didn't get this
that,
jelly.
you know, be positive, okay? Be positive. Spread the word. Support local music. Support the bands, man. It takes a lot to put a band together and get out there and play. You know, people do it. We do it because it's in our heart, and it means a lot when we have people that come out and love what we do. So that's enough. I'll get off my soapbox right now. Just like Richard Birch. Hey, Richard, what's up? New Burning Rain record. Haven't heard it? I'm sure it's great. Go buy it. Thank you guys very much. What's up, Big Josh? How you doing, buddy? Guys, we could talk all night, but don't you have homework?
I have to use the bathroom.
He has to use the bathroom. He has homework, and
I do have homework, yes.
he does have homework. So we want to thank you guys, and thank you for being patient with all this. Voodoo George says, "Come on now."
I think we got this down pat now, huh? After 3 hours of talking here.
He said, "You guys
There you
suck,
go.
man. Y'all are terrible. Talk about something I like skulls." I got a skull shirt on there, George.
do? I don't have
Do you have a
anything.
boot?
I have
Okay.
nothing.
Al's got a
I have
Malico studio.
skulls all over my arms somewhere.
You got a skull right here, dude.
I do.
That's all right.
There.
All right, guys, we're gonna go off. Do we
All
have
right,
Do we
everybody.
have a song yet or anything? Catchphrase.
You know what?
I do have a skull.
Al has a skull on his leg. Nice. Oh yeah.
Looks just like Steve Blaze.
There we go.
Oh Lord. Wait. There we go.
Yeah.
Good night, guys. Thank you so much. We'll see you next week. I'll keep you posted and let you know when we're going back on.
Later.
Bye.